We see the glamorous side. Ferrari Romas come with that. What are some of the downsides?
You go through all of this to become the man. At that same time, you become a target. I had a woman that I thought was a friend of mine that just basically slandered and said basically that I, assaulted her sexually. I mean, it's not how many you should do. You want to learn every which way, but the main thing is having a contractor that you can trust that knows. So let's say this contractor is seasoned. He's been in the game. I've been in the game 2 decades, and this contractor has been in the game 2 decades. Then he or she has done the work, right? If those numbers still make sense, whether it's new construction or rehab, and you have a contractor that is very skillful in new construction or rehab, then use them. Your first deal might be a new construction.
Okay.
Because the numbers work, you got a contractor, and now you're gonna do it. You're gonna put the team together. It's all about the team.
Got it. Rapid fire, okay? Quick. 3 points, as we put a wrapper on this, that you can give our viewers as takeaways that want to get into to real estate and mirror your success. 3 quick takeaways.
Number 1, you have to, like I said, learn your craft, learn the area. There's a difference, and you always hear about location. I like to say vicinity. Vicinity is more important than location. So what's the difference between location and vicinity? The location is the location. That's the hot location, is on the strip, whatever, this, that, and the third. Vicinity is how far is that property from that hot location. That's how you get rich. A lot of times the location is already overpriced, at the max price, or trending upward. So basically, you want to buy that Apple, if real estate was stock, you want to buy that Apple stock, or you want to buy that Bitcoin
Before it's
in 2012 before you buy it in 2023.
Okay, so know your craft.
Yeah.
And an example of that is location versus vicinity.
Vicinity. Also, know what product is actually going to sell in that area. Is it a 1-bedroom? Is it a 2-bedroom? Is it a 3-bedroom? Is it a house?
Okay.
Which one of those are going to be more marketable in that location?
Got it. And number 3?
And number 3, be patient. Be patient. It pays to be patient. Warren Buffett said, if you cannot invest in something for 10 years, don't hold it for 10 minutes.
Wow.
And it is true about real estate. Me, it was many of nights that I did not go to the club. I didn't buy a bottle or a Rolex until 15 years after I was 20. I would go to the club. This is about you working on yourself, too. I would go to the club, get in for free. I always had status, always make sure I presented myself at a certain way.
For those of us without status, we got to know somebody with status or we got to pay. Yeah, go ahead.
And I would steal the girls from the section and have them at the bar with me.
6'3", former athlete, real estate mogul. Go on.
Right. So my money.
He neglects to mention these things, but go ahead.
So because my money was going towards kitchens. That $3,000 a night was a appliance package to me.
Gotcha.
My girlfriend wanted a Chanel bag. That was an appliance package or a kitchen to me.
So you delayed gratification.
Delayed gratification is
I love that.
Everything.
That's like a fourth. That's an addition to patience.
Yes.
That's like a 4th point. Okay.
When I got it, it had the carbon fiber Ferrari
center caps.
Center caps.
Okay.
But I wanted to put the legendary yellow ones back on.
Yeah,
and I gave it a
adds
pop.
a little bit of pop. I love that.
It's fully black on black tinted. On the inside.
What color are the seats?
I like to call them, I call them peanut butter or Butterfinger.
Butterfinger.
I call them Butterfinger brown.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, that's not that option is, that's a rare option. It's not something that, it's tough to get a black.
A black with brown, with the brown.
Now, the car is not truly black. I mean, we're losing a little bit of sunlight,
Right.
but it is black with almost like copper colored
So when the light
bits in the
hits
paint.
it, it's
Yeah.
like a copper. It even can look even like almost like grape color when the light hits it. So it's truly a beautiful, very charismatic color.
Like its owner.
Yeah, like its owner.
This is Wheels and Wealth.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
what's your favorite marquee in terms of vehicles? What camp are you in? Mercedes, Ferrari, Aston, where we at?
You know, even though we have the Roma, I love Aston Martin.
Aston has my heart too.
Aston has my art, man. You know, the Vantage, I had 2 of those. I love the Superleggera. And that's why the Superleggera, right? We both love that, right? But that's why the Roma is such a, why I fell in love and it caught my eye, because it's, as they say, as if Aston Martin and Ferrari had a baby. You know, it is Ferrari's way of showing Aston Martin, this is how we would do an Aston Martin. It's the right amount of design, exotic, class, and power. It's a true touring car, and it's the right spec. I love black because I see myself as Batman. I see myself as the Dark Knight or an assassin, and I got it. I
love it.
I got it. You know, certified used. I've only leased 1 brand new car. And I believe I got a great deal on this car as well. Especially now that they're discontinued, I don't even make them anymore.
What's the sticker price on that?
Sticker price on this with taxes and tags, or just
Whatever. What's the
like,
all-in price?
It's like $340.
Oof.
You know, $340. I got
Love
it. I got it just under $3.
What year?
This is 2021.
Nice.
Yeah, 612 horses.
Right. The next time somebody asks you what year, you just go hot. That's the year.
That's the year.
It's hot.
It's hot. Yeah, it's every year actually.
Is this the best car you've ever owned? Is this your favorite car that you've ever owned?
Ooh.
This is tougher
It's
than the real
growing.
estate
It's
questions.
growing on me.
Yeah.
It's growing on me. The reason it's growing on me is because it's my last Aston Martin was the same spec, all black, yellow brake calibers, all black interior, yellow stitching. It's just,
That was the new
it's kinda
that was the new version of the Vantage.
Yeah, the new version, the
Yeah.
2020. I got it in 2019. And that car saved my life. I used to sit in that car and just listen to The Dark Knight Has Risen soundtrack, which is nothing but, it's like I'm such a dork.
You're a geek.
Yeah, I'm a geek.
Absolutely.
And it's nothing but like orchestras, like in like just the music when he's fighting or getting beat up. And I would just listen to it and just sit in the car like this. I'm falling in love with this car as well.
I love it. You didn't talk about the Raptor. I love that truck.
The Raptor, yeah.
You're a bit of a weirdo too, though. You like cars that I find to be like really ridiculous.
Yeah, you always, the
'cause-
small ones.
Yeah, I don't. What is wrong with small people want big things and bigger people want smaller things? We all want what we're not or what we don't have to some degree.
Right.
You just bought another car, and I thought it was the most ridiculous purchase in history.
Yeah, like the starter kit Range Rover, the Evo, man. I love those little things. Man.
Yeah, but then I liked it once.
You liked it?
I got in, yeah.
And one of the reasons I bought
It's like a go-kart.
It's like a little go-kart.
Yeah.
It's like a little sexy go-kart. And one of the reasons I bought it was because you guys was making so much fun of me. And I was like, you know what? Once they see me pull up in it, they're going to want it.
Yeah, it is. I think it's dope.
You, Pat, they want it.
I'm a stickler for I like, you like to enter the marquee at the lowest price point possible.
Yes.
And I'm a stickler for getting a vehicle that has all the hallmarks of success and luxury and all the bells and whistles for the lowest price point possible. And I always sing the praises of Maserati Quattroportes because brand new. I drive one. That car is $130,000 the way mine is spec'd. Right. We're in 23. I have an 18. And I overpaid for it, but I think I paid like 62 for mine. And you can get a 2019, so a year newer than mine, similarly spec'd for like 49. And I think you have a car. I like cars that I think are special, exclusive, and Maseratis give you that extra air of luxury because you don't see a ton of them, especially if you see Ghiblis all the time, but we're talking about Gran Turismos, Quattroportes, the big stuff. You don't really see them, but they depreciate so badly, so poorly.
That's one of the down parts of, yeah.
So you get one that is 5 years depreciated, 4 or 5 years, and you buy it as a CPO, and you're in a hot exclusive car at the cost of a brand new Honda Accord lease. I think that's great.
I think that's awesome. And give us some refs.
Oh, I will. I love that.
Yeah, put it on race and then give it,
All right.
no. There you go. Woo. Do it again.
Woo! Incredible. Incredible.
It's a beautiful machine.
Oh my God.
Let's pop the hood. Let's pop the hood.
We see the glamorous side of when you've arrived, right? So we know Aston Martins come with that. Ferrari Romas come with that, right? We see what you go through to get to where you are today, what you went through. And we get to get a glimpse of, what it's like when you actually truly have some success. What are some of the downsides of being a young, successful black man today that, you've got it, you've got the money, you've got the business, you're athletic, you've got all of those things, right? You've got the looks. Anybody who knows you to always have a phenomenal looking woman at your side, right? Several. So what are some of the negatives that come with that?
No, you just named it. I mean, just being a target. You build yourself up. You go through all of this to become the man. At that same time, you become a target. And one of the laws of 48 laws of power is never step in the foot of the king, because when you do that, now the people that were envious or gunning for that, or didn't have the wherewithal or the hard work to get after that part, they want to take you out of that because they aren't there. So you got to be knowledgeable about that. I mean, I've had, been slandered. I have been.
How so? What do you mean?
They would call me a falsely accused survivor. I've had. One of the latest things, I had a woman that I thought was a friend of mine that just basically slandered and said basically that I assaulted her sexually. And
wow.
Yeah.
It's not a light accusation.
It's huge.
Yeah.
It's huge. And just played out lie, just straight up, because she knew she could or for whatever reason. And I've had people, and I've had to, defend that, obviously. And the problem with being the guy, people already see you as possibly being like this arrogant guy that has it all and things of that sort, and they don't know what it took to get to that point. They don't know that you are humble. They don't know. I don't even like that word, humble, so much.
Okay. Well, are you arrogant?
Huh?
Are you arrogant?
No, not arrogant. I'm very confident. And confident can be borderline of cocky.
Okay.
But it takes those attributes to get to this point, because along the way, people are going to try to tear you down. I heard 50 Cent say, people are going to mistake your confidence for arrogance. But while you're in that room by yourself, while everybody's doubting you, while people are trying to knock you off, you have to be so confident and so assured of yourself at moments to build yourself up that you have to borderline throttle on the edge of being cocky, because at those moments, you only have yourself. And also what I've learned, especially from the what I just mentioned with going through what I went through with being slandered, is being confident and being assured of yourself actually protects you. You gotta know who you are and where you've been. You gotta know what you are. Me personally and my friends tell me, Sean, you're just working with your head down in the ground, building real estate, building your business. You're just a hard worker. You're not really getting into the shenanigans. But if you lift your head up, it's people, women, guys that are hungry to get a piece of you, in a good way, and some in a bad way. But you're just so focused on getting through your journey and getting to the next part, you don't see that.
So having gone through those things or going through it, what advice would you give to any young men, any women, any old men, old women that are, really serious about their futures and they want to get into a space of financial independence?
Understand you are going to, this is the real, understand you have to protect yourself. Everybody isn't going to be happy to see where you're going. With my situation, I took it as God telling me, because I'm very fortunate, I put myself in a position, while I'm having deja vu right now, I put myself in a position to be able to prove and defend myself from that. But I saw it as God letting me know, where you're going, you can't trust everybody. You can't be so trustful of everyone. That doesn't mean that you stop being you. That doesn't mean that you don't be your star self. But your circles as you go up get even smaller. And even if that means someone that you was romantic with at one point, you don't give people a second chance to be close to you. You don't give people a second chance to be close to you. You can't always be too nice. So that's what I mean by being confident, a little bit of cocky. You put yourself in a different light that it actually protects you from people that are trying to do wrong by you. You want to still be yourself, but understand you can't let everybody know what your goals are, where you are going. You can't, some things you need to hold close to the bosom, as they would say. I've never owned a car. Well, the Aston had a very clean
Chassis
hood.
number?
Yeah.
This is amazing.
So it's a legendary red Ferrari.
Oh my God. Is this a V8 or a V12?
V8.
V8. I'm looking right at it. I'm asking. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Hell of a car. So, 10 years from now, where do you see yourself? Even though you said it's not great to share all of your, where you're going with everyone. So while the cameras are up and running.
Ironic.
Truly, where do you see yourself 10 years from now? You still in the real estate game? Is the portfolio bigger? Have you divested? Have you moved into another arena? Where are you?
Yeah, I just, 10 years from now, I'm just, I stopped seeing my 10-year, 5-year. I did that when I was younger. Now I'm just got my head down and I'm just grinding. I hope I'm more of a family man by that time. I hope that I leave my mark on the city even more. I'll still be young. So if I was to give a number, but I don't want to shortchange myself, I would love to have 1,000+ units and have more real estate, but I just want to be happy, healthy. What I put in place nowadays with the projects that I'm doing, with Zaddy, with the people that I've helped, that we just 10x and bring it 10 more years later down the line. Like, investments are made for when you plant that seed to see it grow. So I just want to see what I'm investing in today grow substantially. But I would love to be in Florida. I would love for to be national and not just a local developer. And I would love for some things that I don't even know about from 10 years from now. So I just want to leave my mark on the city. I want to inspire other Black and brown younger people to let them know that, you know, the fast life, getting a fast buck, there's no such thing as that. You know, it can be fast, but 10 years is fast. 10 years goes fast. It goes quickly.
Yes, it does.
It does. I mean, you remember just 10 years ago, you know, where you were. I remember 10 years ago.
I'm still processing right now the fact that I'm 39.
Right. I remember my 30th
crazy.
surprise birthday party like it was yesterday.
I remember my 21st like it was yesterday. I can't. This is insane. Yeah.
Right. So I just want to continue to be an example of, if you work hard, work smart, if you are patient, that 10 years from now, it will pay off. And the journey is the riches. The journey is the true riches. It's not making the money right away. It is putting your energy and your money into something that you believe in, and then seeing it grow, and then slowly getting that drip every single month, every single year off of that. And then you wake up in 10 years and it's just like, you look back and you're like, wow. You know, I went from a Tahoe to a Roma. I went from one property as a duplex to owning 200 plus units. Those are the things.
So with that in mind, you went from one property, a duplex, to 200 units. Let's go back in time to that first duplex.
Right.
Okay. Actually, let's tackle it from this angle. I love to ask folks, right? So really quickly, how many years from the time you started that first duplex to when you realized your first million? How long was that?
And you know, you see your first million on paper, so it's the term of, you know, asset rich, cash poor. But my first million, it probably took about 3 years, 4 years.
Okay.
Like 4 years.
3 or 4 years.
Yeah, 4 years.
Knowing what you know today, could you do it faster, or is that just how long it takes in real estate world?
Absolutely, I could definitely do it faster. I mean, yeah.
Here's the wealth. How would you do it faster?
How would I do it faster? That's a good question. Basically, one of the ways that's a good question. To do it faster, because everybody wants, there is no fast way of doing it. I would make less mistakes. And one of the biggest mistakes, you always want to put the work in front of the money. Sometimes I would overpay a contractor and then they would burn me, as they would say. Number two, I know how to leverage money now in the right deals that I didn't know how to leverage before.
Okay.
So I can make, you know, $100,000 go a long way today that I couldn't make it go before. Bigger than both of those, my knowledge. Your knowledge is priceless. So I had people believe in me, 2 friends believe in me when I was starting my rise. And now I have the knowledge. I've forgotten more than the Shawn Bullard did 20 years ago. So those are the ways that I would move it in a faster way.
Success in athletics until you couldn't continue. Success in real estate, and that is continuing. And we at Wills and Wealth wish you continued success there.
Thank you.
And I want you to close this out. You're rocking the Zaddy shirt. Give us a quick tidbit about that. Let us know what we have to look forward to there. Yeah,
so Zaddy is another business venture that we're starting. I'm super excited about Zaddy. Zaddy is, I do not call myself Zaddy because my IG's handle is Sean_Zaddy_ Bullard. It's not me calling myself Zaddy. I actually trademarked this in 2018. I successfully trademarked Zaddy.
Wow.
Because for one, I saw the growing need. I understand the business. When I understand a business, I latch onto it.
Okay.
And my understanding of a business is my ability to translate it into real estate and rent. So you hear about razors, growing. Everybody understands Old Spice. Now Old Spice and those companies are now doing bundles, and you can get a subscription-based model.
Yeah.
So I looked at this, I said, wow, if we can do a subscription-based model, and I have 50,000 guys signed up, and they're getting the beard oil, the Zaddy beard oil, which is the Oregon beard oil, or the Japanese green tea, shea butter lotion, and they're paying this much a month. That's a great business model. But at the same time, I'm helping men have a brand, because we don't have a brand. So I was in CVS one time before, just a quick little backstory. I was in CVS one time before, because I had a little music hobby career, and I was going to get my Zaddy song trademark, and I was in CVS, and I saw how they actually gave the men's section of self-care some
pathetic.
love.
Oh.
Right.
It is pathetic.
It's
but
normally
yeah.
pathetic.
Yeah.
But it gave it some love. It was like we had neon lights, and instead of having a straight shelf, it was bowled out.
Oh,
and
wow.
And I was like, oh wow, they're giving us some love now. And I went to my lawyer's office, which is in Miami, my IP lawyers, and intellectual properties lawyer, and I was like, how can I monetize that? And I said, Zaddy men's skincare.
Awesome.
And they looked at me like, oh. Now, my IP lawyers, they have done stuff for the Kardashians. They're in that world. And when I saw their reaction, like...
You say, yeah, I got to do that.
I got to do it. And I worked on it right away. So now we have the trademark for Zaddy. So we're launching I have it in 5 categories. So we're launching for skincare, clothes, so men's underwear, boxer briefs.
Awesome.
We also are going to eventually come out with Zaddy condoms. We have it for supplements. You corner in the entire market. Corner in the entire market.
I got it.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, Sean has agreed to be. You've agreed to be Wills and Wealth very first sponsor.
Yes.
So we're very
Zaddy
excited to have you, right?
Yeah.
Zaddy. So I've used the products, a men's skincare line.
Yes.
So as we wrap up, tell us about what we have on set with us today.
Yeah. So today we have this is the shea butter green tea body lotion, hand lotion. Zaddy means sexy, sophisticated man, and it is for the everyday man. It is all natural, all the products for at least 17% organic, and it is to keep men healthy, rejuvenated, and a Zaddy is the term of a wealthy man. Whether you're striving to be a Zaddy or you are a Zaddy, that's what Zaddy is. And we're bringing it to the world as a very serious brand, and we're happy to be a sponsor of Wills and Wealth.
Awesome. Well, we're very happy to have your sponsorship, but also we were really blessed and fortunate to have you as a guest today, and we can't wait to have you back.
I can't wait to be back, man.
We've got some interesting stuff lined up for the future, and I think you'll definitely be an asset to the channel. Thank you,
I appreciate it, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you. My man.